Hello, Trailblazers. Welcome to Blazer Brews, where we blend Salesforce, coffee, and community conversation, which truly matters and has the capability to change their lives. I am Ankita Thamgia, your host, and today's brews is very exciting. But before we jump into what we are talking about today, let me tell you what happened in our last episode. So a little bit of sip of coffee as a reminder of last episode is like really important. So we had talked about met with an amazing lady Jennifer, and we explore how she turns her career, how she break all the barriers and reach to the position from hospital care to a Salesforce admin, Salesforce, and Dreamforce speaker. So that is a remarkable journey. And today's topic is really important. So now in today's episode, we have someone who has expert in banking sector. Additionally, Abhishek, your name does not require much introduction because you are one of the familiar face here. Everyone, please welcome Abhishek. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you, Ankita, for warm welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm one of the like a guy who play a part in community very much, but
Of
I
course.
don't think so. Everyone knows me.
Oh, please. Everyone knows you, Abhishek. We all know. You are
Yeah,
such a famous
yeah,
person because your contribution is like, we all know you are in a community, all the places you have spread a lot of knowledge, right? So, yes, we know you. And the people don't know is you are in also expert in one of the sector which is called banking sector, and most of the banks are initially are afraid to use Salesforce because of n number of reason. So I think today's is a very important topic to understand how this adoption started. But before we dive into our main topic, I need to understand from you that, before coming into the community leader, who Abhishek was initially and how you have started or thinking about, okay, I need to, learn or make my career in a Salesforce, or I can be a community leader. Just tell us about yourself.
Okay, so this is very interesting. My whole life has been like, destiny plus the accident. So I'm an accidental Salesforce developer. I started my journey as a Java developer. Basically I am from Indore. So for internship, I left my home. This is what I tell my parents that I left leaving the Indore for the internship. Then I moved to the Pune, where I was struggling quite a bit, even just for the food also, because my salary, you will get in internship like a 1200 rupees, and you have to survive in Pune in 2015 something. So I was doing the internship. Then luckily I get a job. Continuing on that, I was a core Java developer from the heart. I love coding. Today I also love the coding. And uh, one of my best friend joined Thomas Cook, and he told me that why you are struggling in Pune, come to the Mumbai. We'll try to figure out what we can do together. So immediately I just left. I just had a one bag and a gadda with me, and take in come to the Mumbai. And here also I was struggling a lot to passing the interview, and one of my company called SK International in Mumbai give me the opportunity. So at that place they hired me as a Java developer. For first 3 months I was just doing the Java work, and my first project was with the ANZ Bank. So my banking journey started from when I was in Java, and then one day they told me that you have to move to the Salesforce. This is the PDF. Start learning it. So I started learning Salesforce. Coming back to the how I don't think that I tried to become a community group leader. So my community journey started like from the Bharat Dreaming. I was not
Yeah.
that active in the community, and I just applied for the speaker. I had a few certification at the time. around 10 or something. So I applied that tips and tricks to pass the self certification. And Mithul give me the chance to be the speaker. That is the first time I picked the mic in my life. I was too nervous. I was just shaking with my core. Everything is just like what I'm saying, I don't know
Like a
at that time.
sweaty and all when you're speaking, that the voice like
Yeah,
up and
yeah. So that happened, and from the journey got started. I started getting the calls from the community group leaders to give the session, and gradually I met with the Dishan. Dishan told me let's work together into Mumbai community, and then I onboarded as a group leader. So the accident and the destiny is meeting together again. So this is how my
of course.
journey worked.
Yeah, it's beautiful journey. And it's a good accident also, I would say that. And you know what? I was talking to multiple people, and most of the people are saying that Salesforce, we was not even here that we think about as a sales job. Still people think that Salesforce is like, related to the sales. Even my
Yeah.
journey is also like quite similar. I was not familiar with that. Even though I have taken a training in Salesforce, till that time also I'm not aware with that. But that is really amazing that the day one where you have took the mic very first time and all the sensation which you have felt, and now look at you just turn a wow. But I'm coming back to my FSC topic. So someone who is hearing the FSC first time, right? So can you please help us understand in very layman language that what is financial service cloud in very simple way, so that my astro also will understand what exactly it is.
Yeah, so if you wanted to understand the financial services cloud, is very simple. It gives you a pre-built data model plus pre-built processes plus the Omni script, which you can utilize to view a customer financial 360 profile, where you can see what transaction they have done and what credit inquiry they have done. So everything is a pre-built. If you wanted to save your time and money, instead of building anything custom, just get the FSC. This is how simple it is.
Okay, definitely. And if you need to understand more, you can reach out to Abhishek or learn about the Face Financial Service Cloud. But it's also if you join us, Abhishek will also help us to understand even a little bit deeper way that what FSC is, what is the different object structure as well. So it sounds really interesting. Um, but there was a time when the banks are not ready to adopt the cloud. The bank are very cautious about their data. They are not sure the data is like stored in which place. Their security concerns, right? So, but it looked like if you see the today's banking has changed a way like very differently. So how like so how do you ensure, like how do you know that those industries, even SBI also these days are using cloud services? So
Yeah.
what's your thought on this, how the banking or digital transformation has rapidly changed, was the reason behind those shift?
Yeah, so major shift, we have to go back to the COVID time when everything was shut down, including the banks, right? Everyone was struggling, even for the money also. At that time, if you go before that, no one was interested into having the cloud services. It's not about financial services cloud, it's about having any cloud services. They don't trust their financial data with any other product. Why should I give my servers to any other company? They are very conscious about like what about my data breach, what happened with the transaction and everything. But once the COVID hit, everything went digital, and then RBI. We are talking about the India right now, so RBI give a nod to I think AWS and Microsoft Azure to use as a use their service as a financial putting the data over there with the compliance and everything. So they give some nods to these two major players. The problem with financial services cloud was that because all the data was residing into US servers, right? And bank is not going to accept that. Then Salesforce come up with a solution called Hyperforce. In Hyperforce, what you can do, you can have your own server. You can set up in Hyperforce and you can put it over data there so that you as a bank have a control of your data. Because of that hyperfocus, because of the COVID, I would say the bank started thinking we should go digital now. Otherwise still we might have standing into row of any branches to get
Of
our
course,
money.
I still remember those days, in the bank when we are going that we have to stand in a queue. Still, the token system is
Yeah,
started today. But think about those days, right? Right? We're still as a long queue. We need to wait. But this change, 180 degree. I still see the
true.
banking system is like completely changed. You don't have to visit the branch until unless it is very much required. So let's talk about the customer pain point because we are talking about the long queue. So there are
Yeah,
multiple times it's a delay, poor follow-ups, multiple handovers as well. Lacks of personalization. Initially there was no personalization based on, let's say, hey Abhishek, you wanna buy a new house or bungalow in a Mumbai, so this is the personal loan or the loan you can offer. So those kind of personalization was not initially. So and those are the problems with the customer, right? They are not feeling connected it. So which one do you believe that matters the most today as the customer pain point?
today still the personalization is a problem. Let me tell you, if you are
Okay.
a customer of any ICICI bank or Axis Bank, you will have a your dedicated relationship manager. uh, how many times you have connected with them? Not a single time. I remember, like, I have not connected with him any time. Even though I have any concern, I call the call center or drop a email, but I never connected with my relationship manager. So that is the gap still there into the financial services. Banks give you the manager, but that manager didn't call you, or if he call you, maybe you're not able to pick up, or you don't want to talk with him. That what should I talk to him, right? Just give me my money, store my money,
Exactly.
give me the interest, give me the loan. I don't care about what product you offer until unless I needed something. So this is the relationship between bank and the customer is still a larger gap, what I feel right now.
Oh wow, we could think about it, let's say, after this call, maybe.
Yeah.
So, someone watching today and thinking, how do I enter to this domain? Where should they begin with?
Yeah, so for me, as I already mentioned, I was not a Salesforce guy. I was Java developer. And to come to the financial services, first you need to understand the functional knowledge, because each and every bank has their own terminology, they have their own processes. So there is a website called Investopedia, just like a Wikipedia. We have Investopedia, where you can just learn about the basics of banking, and then you can shift to trial head. There is this 2 or 3 trial mix available. Try to solve that so that you know the functional, then you are starting getting learning about the financial services cloud. Additionally, if you are working with your sales, your company is a Salesforce partner, then you have a gold mine in your hand, because you have partner learning portal where Salesforce has dedicated, give you the courses that you can just follow the steps and you can learn the financial services cloud. So I would suggest just join the partner companies to learn FSCs.
Thank you so much, Abhishek, for that. Of course. And you know what? I met with Kiran recently here in Delhi. He has also have the same opinion, not talking about the banking sector, but he has bring a very beautiful point that the generation of AI which we are living, what we need to focus on, students need to focus on to provide the solution to understand the niche skill. So banking is one of the industries which we can explore, or students who just started their career, or someone who's like been in a career but they can choose their niche skills, right? So why not just start with the banking, because we can see there are a lot of revolution
Yeah.
has been started, right? Now, let's move into the code brew of today's episode. Banking has always been an industry built on trust, relationship, and timely decisions. So, Abhishek, the floor is all yours. Please help us to explain more about the FSC in the Financial Service Cloud.
Thank you, Ankita. I'm just sharing my screen. Just let me know if it is visible.
Of course, just a moment. Yes, I can see your screen now.
Great. So today we are going to, uh, it is not going to be like a PPT or something. I have some PPT ready for you. So, but still. It's more like interactive right now. So before we deep dive into rise of FSC, first we have to understand the problems, right? Because if there is no problem, there is no solution. So we have to understand what is the problem with the current financial system. As we have already mentioned, one problem which having the not connected with bank and the customer having a relationship together. Major problem is still I am saying major problem is the legacy IT system. One of the client I was working with, they have like 23 system for a different processes. For personal loan, they
23
have a different
systems?
system for different loan processes. And FSC was sitting in the center of that. They we have to integrate with the multiple system. Now, so many times if you visit the branch or if you call the call center, you might heard this word often: server is down, the system is not working.
Yeah.
So still they are on legacy IT system, which is the major problem. Still, if money deducted from your account, it takes a 48 hours to some 72 hours to get money back, right? So that is the problem. The legacy system is still there. Uh, Second is the operations in silos. What does it mean? For example, when you apply for the loan, what happened? If you go back 5 years back, you apply for the loan, you will get a form, physical form. You have to fill your details, give the signature, give your 6 months salary slip in printed form, bank statement print. You have to get the print and just attach with the file and create a 100 page document and send it to them. Right? It will go to a branch. Then in the evening, one guy came. He will pick up that folder. It will take to the main branch. If your loan amount is larger than like a 50 lakh or something, then it will go to the regional branch head office. So this process is going on now. The regional branch will have your file. They will start reviewing your document. They will do document verification. How they will now manually enter data into the system, and then your credit history will come. And after 7 or 8 days, you will get to know that you might get a loan or you will not get a loan, because every branch has their own process to work. You go one branch, they will ask, okay, we will need a 500 rupees for the processing the loan processing fees, a legal fee, right? But it might got change in different branch. No, no, we need a 700. You have to pay 700 to apply for the loan. So the operation sitting in silos, there is no single unified process across the bank. That is the second problem which I already think. Now, how financial services cloud can solve this problem? First, financial services cloud give you the data model, because you always need a base. Without base, nothing can work, right? So, FSC give you the data model which is specific to the banking processes. Let's say you have a transaction dispute. What is transaction dispute? That money deducted from your account and you are saying that this is the incorrect has been deducted, right? So for that particular problem, they have the data model. This is how deep a financial services cloud is. So if you search Google the financial services cloud data model, you will see 21 data model right now for different processes, different features. So how this is how the financial services cloud data model it is. Now they give you the 360 client visibility. So as an underwriter is someone who review your loan application and he decide whether you should get a loan or not. If you are getting the loan, what should be the percentage? Okay, this is the work. Just a small line mentioning. This is the work of underwriter. Now, underwriter, what will do if he is not using the financial service? He will check the credit history in one system, the income assessment in different system, the address verification in different system. But here, you will get all the 360 view, having the integration automatically from that different, like say anti-money laundering. If you made any fraud, the FSC can hit the API and give you the alert automatically on the top of that, that this guy is a fraud guy, don't give him the loan. So that kind of visibility on a single page FSC gives. This is save tons of time. You say 3 or 4 days that can be saved just checking the fraud detection. Then we work in financial services, and financial services is all about the compliance and the security. Since Salesforce already follow the strict security plans, but also financial services cloud give you a compliance navigator. So whatever new compliance come, you just have to configure something in financial services cloud, and that compliance will be applied to all the applications. For example, let's say repo rate got changed. It get changed every quarter, right? So if you apply for the home loan based on the repo rate, your EMI will be deducted or increased. You are not going to make a thousands or lakhs of DML just updating each and every customer's interest rate, right? So we have a
Yeah.
compliance navigator where you can just configure that, and it will be automatically applicable to all. So that's why if you think you can build this customization, go for it. But you don't know how many years it might take to build this kind of features. This is what I say a time to value. This is what I say at the first when I was explaining what is financial services cloud. If you wanted to save your money, if you wanted to save your time, just get the financial services cloud because everything is pre-built. There's very less code you need to do. Okay, now we will see a brief history of financial services cloud. So they launched in 2016 with the wealth management. Then gradually they expanded to the retail banking, commercial banking, digital lending, and they moved towards the. And in 2020, I guess they have acquired the Velocity and they renamed it to Omni Studio. And now financial services cloud is heavily dependent on the Omni Studio. If you wanted to do any customization, you must know about the Omni script or a Flex card at least. And then gradually it went to 2021 where they started for the investment banking. Then the onboarding solution come. Onboarding is what? Whenever a customer opening any account, and I'm saying it's loan, credit card, anything, there is a onboarding journey for that customer. So they have given the previous journey of that. At that time, till 2022, it was everything is a managed package. If you want this feature, you have to install the managed package and the buy the license, obviously. So in 2023 and 24, Salesforce moved from managed package to the standard data model. Why? Because whenever you install a managed package, the limit will be hit of the custom field of the the custom object. Also, we
Of
know each
course.
and every quarter financial services or Salesforce give you the update. It is very hard for Salesforce product team to update the managed package. Instead of that, they're just applying the updates on the platform objects data model. That's why they end up everything. The managed package is gone now. Everything is the standard. So this gives the Salesforce partners the opportunity also to get some managed services work. That okay, we are expert. We can transfer you from the if you have using the managed package, we can move to the platform right now. And now this agent, we are right now in the agentic era where everything is agent force. So financial services cloud also got renamed to agent force financial services. So now why this is just not a name change. uh, f- Agent force financial services gives you 200 plus agent and action which are ready to use. You just have to enable those agent, apply to your site, and they are ready to use. So these are the brief history of financial services cloud. These are the verticals like a retail banking, commercial banking, wealth management. Commercial banking is something where a corporate dealing with a bank or a bank dealing with a bank. It's the like B2B, bank to bank. Retail banking is someone like us are dealing with a bank. Wealth management is someone like a wealthy person like a Ambani does not going to check his portfolio, right? He will hire some advisor, wealth management advisor. So that is wealth management. Obviously, they earn a lot, so they need to have an insurance. So we have the insurance. Now people like us might require the loan, so we have the digital lending for those. So financial services cloud cover all the vertical from the wealthy guys to guys like us.
Wow, that was a nice explanation. So I have seen that it started from 2016, right? So it's not
Yeah.
the day for it's not started today. The people has given a lot of efforts, time to think about, to understand the business gaps, and that lot of data structure, the data structure in the financial service which is refined is the based on the analysis which they have experienced, right? So this is not something which is today, but I also need to understand a little bit more that what the different the agent which you are talk about. So I'll let you speak.
So this is how a simple I can explain financial services cloud is a combination of sales cloud, service cloud, revenue cloud, which is the latest updates like 6 months or a year ago. Now we have some part of revenue cloud into financial services in the Omni Studio. So if you are someone who just wanted to master the financial services cloud, you have to learn the four cloud again. So the basic is start with the sales and service, get hands on, and then move to the FSC. Try to understand the basic of revenue cloud. It's just like a product and pricing. That is not whole revenue cloud. Is the they have picked some modules from the revenue cloud, and then the everything is the Omni Studio right now. Now, since we talk about the adoption and the rise of financial services, not only in the banking, if you see all the fintech right now is started using the financial services cloud. So right now, this is like I did a chat GPT. What are the market growth is going on right now? So they give me like 80 to 90% financial institution started adopting the cloud services. This is not financial services cloud. They are started using the cloud services. So they are like post COVID, they are having more confidence that they can put their data into the cloud also. And like a 68% banks right now using the cloud native platform. Some bank is still going on the pen and paper thing. Still, I know, but I can't take the name right now.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
if you ask any customer, like anyone, everyone would just want everything on their fingertips, right? So everyone want each and every operation to be digital. That is why we see a financial services cloud growth is going to be drastic in coming till 2030 or 2032. So guys, if you just wanted to make your career, wanted to work in some niche technology or having some niche skill set with you, financial services is one of the great option because you will not find a skilled resource for this. I think Ankita, you can put some words here that how hard it is.
No, Abhishek. I think, as you mentioned, right, we need to learn four different things. Sales and service are common because, like, people are still focusing on this is a base which they can start learning Salesforce.
Yeah,
But also, other than object schema, you have made a very beautiful point that you need to understand the process first, right? Understand the
yeah,
banking process. If you are choosing any niche, first go and understand the business process and then
business.
think about it how those business process is converted in form of crm, but how those objects and the schema will play actual has a meaning. If you're creating one field also, they must be as a use, they have an actual meaning for that particular data structure.
Correct.
It's not there just like that, they have a meaning, so we need to understand that. So I don't think so it's like people can do, they can also learn. I understand
Yeah,
that
they
it
can
is
also.
a little bit hard, but eventually they
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, yeah. Not demotivating anyone because I am the Java guy who can like work in financial services cloud. Then everyone can do. It just you have to be correctly mentioned. You just need to be get enabled with your function knowledge first, and no AI can take your function knowledge. AI can write your code. AI can create your field, but function knowledge is going to be with you, and that is the most important thing. What I feel right now.
Very valid point, Abhishek.
Yeah, so these are the market growth drivers for financial services. First thing is the personalization, which I already mentioned. Efficiency. So whenever we call a bank, we used to get this, server is down. If everything is on the cloud, how the server can be down? And unless it's the Salesforce is down. So also, financial services cloud give you the pre-built workflows where your loan process, like everything is pre-built. If I can uh, maybe in future episode we can show some demo Within the 15 minutes, you can set up the loan origination process in Financial Services Cloud. Ex- Experience Cloud is ready. You just need to enable some settings and everything is ready. You can enable that. This is how efficient for you. Compliance and security we already touch upon. Scalability already there because we know it. All the data model is into your core. Everything is set up according to banking. So you can expand based on your requirement and you can go to any scale whatever you want. And then this is the adoption case study. So some savings bank was already using the financial services cloud. I don't have the names here, but their ROI has been more than 340% just after using the financial services cloud. So they have used like FSC plus MuleSoft. MuleSoft they have used to get the data from their core banking system and other system they have seated in silos. Their data is into silos. They use the MuleSoft to get the data and store into the financial services cloud. Then there is a one bank who is using to get the 360 view of the customer and solving the customer queries very efficiently. So they are using financial services as a contact center also, not as a front end. They are using as a contact center solving the problem. Let's say you don't know how to apply for the loan. We are techie guys, but our parents might not, right? So they
Correct.
just call that I wanted to apply for the loan. So there is a assisted journey for that also. So this is how a FSC is, as an audience was I'm saying, covering everyone, Gen Z to our old parents also.
Yeah.
And this is how this is my perspective. This is how the roadmap will look like for the financial services. Right now we are into agentic era. Now the headless 360 comes. Everything will move towards Slack CRM. So we might have the Slack Fins CRM, and then digital lending has been renamed and merged with the digital origination platform. So all the origination, you see the loan process and everything is going to be changed around 2028 to 2030. There's a typo over there I just saw. So guys, start spending some time on learning about the Slack CRM, Slackbot, Headless 360. That is going to be featured in financial services also. So this is, I think I have taken too much time right now. So I will just end. This is my last slide, which says if you wanted to implement anything, what you need to do. First, you need to understand the Omni Studio, because everything, if you wanted to do the customization, you must know the Omni Studio. If you wanted to start implementation, start with a small set. Don't go with you will change whole process of the bank. Pick up small processes and try to uh, implement that and explain to your client and have the adoption rate for that only processes, then implement for other product. Don't change whole the loan processes. Just pick one loan product and try to implement FSC for that and then move ahead. Now everyone is going to sell the AI, right? But bank is not going to adopt the AI very easily, and they are not adopting it. But what we can pitch them is to start use the basic uses of the AI. How? Like summarization of the record. There is no harm in that. Like helping to write the email, helping to create the notes, what the engagement or interaction you had with your customer, automatically try to do that. So this is how they can slowly get the adoption of the AI. Then you can go for the agent force, agent, and everything. But you have to give them the basic uh, use cases first.
So,
So
Abhishek,
this
when you
is
are
how,
speaking
yeah,
it, and I'm sorry if I'm cutting you here because this
yeah,
topic
yeah,
is very interesting also. And when you are speaking, the one idea is coming in my mind. The bankings require the one thing you said that a lot of paperwork is there. One person is picking
yeah,
that paper, putting in some place. So do you think that the bank required a lot of document and the most of the time is spent to analyze those document is correct or not, maybe because of the KYC process or the other process.
yeah,
If there is an agent sitting there, understand based on their business rules, they just do the first level of analysis. So the employee of the bank don't have to go with those bundle of papers,
yeah,
and that will eventually reduce their time. What do you think that is
Correct.
also can be one of the
Yeah.
use case?
Yeah, and this feature is already available in Financial Services Cloud.
Oh.
So you have the OCR, you have the that gap identification agent
Uh-huh.
also that can review your document and find out the gaps in the documents. We have document checklist feature available in Financial Services. Everything is there. You think,
Whatever
and we
I'm
have it.
thinking, it's already there. Oh, look like a
Yeah,
genie.
yeah,
Whatever I'm saying is like is there here in financial
it is
service
there.
club.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, when you're saying that you took a lot of time, no, it's very interesting because even the more you're saying, the more the curiosity inside me is like getting increased to know more about the feature. I also go and
right.
learn about that agent or auto ready's agent which you talk about, right? I need to understand what are
Yeah,
the things is already pre-built. So whenever you're going
yeah,
and consulting and thinking about the banking sector, you will first need to understand what is exactly available, and then we can think on top of that what we can build. But do you really think
yeah.
that, as you given an example initially, that we usually never talk to our RMs, right? And financial
Mm.
service cloud has everything what we have seen. The journey started from 2016 till 2026, and then we see the future projection as well till
Mhm.
2030, right? Do you think that still there are few places or area of improvement there in financial service cloud?
Yes. See, every product needs the improvement, right? There's you say like no system is a perfect system, and it can never be. In financial
Yeah.
services cloud, what I feel like, uh, Salesforce right now is thinking towards removing the dependency of having any developer. Everything without going to setup, you can do it uh, using the object. Using just creating the record. If you wanted to have the business rule engine, you don't need to go to the setup and create the rules and everything. You can do it here. The problem what I see is over the training, you know because how you will train that customer to write their business rule engine, how you will train that customer to write the contact service, how you will train that customer to create the integration procedure. So that is the problem I'm saying. They are removing the dependence. That is good in a way that it's a more independent with any dependency. They are removing the dependency with the developer and the consulting firm and everything. But still I feel there should be a something where a customer can go and train themselves, rather than they have to figure it out. Okay, if I do this, this might happen. But problem is that if they have unfortunately have access, like a customer, a banker got access to change the integration rules, what can be happen, right? So
Yeah.
this is going to be
Eh,
create the chaos.
yeah.
So,
Of
so
course.
those kind of guardrails need to be there, and some improvement need to be done from that side, that how you will uh, you know we can do with the permission set and everything, but still how you can avoid the small that mistake, silly mistake performing by that particular guy, because one mistake can cause a crores or millions or
Exactly.
billions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's a
I think,
financial loss. Yeah.
yeah, so improvement should be done there. Training material I think should be more for non partners also. This is I have already given the feedback, but I am here. I can just transfer the
Yeah,
knowledge
we have
to others.
Abhishek here, so if anyone needs to know about financial service cloud, we know who to reach out, right, Abhishek?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right. And not only just a bank who's not ready to adopt the cloud system. Don't you think so? The bank employees also is like are very hard for them to change the system. Adoption rate are also high that side as well for the employee, not just a bank, right?
Yeah, so if you think, Ankita, so many folks, our parents, like used to say, work in the bank, right? Because
Yes.
bank job they think is like a chill job. I have to sit down, I don't have to do much work, nothing is that. I just have to send them to a different counter. That was the perspective earlier, but it was not. Right now bank job is one of the difficult job to do. Trust me, it's a very difficult job.
Of course. And that's the reason we are here as a digital transformer to reduce their burden, right? And to make
Correct.
their life easy. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Abhishek, for that knowledgeable, and this is very interesting. And definitely, we can do a larger session for this financial service clause, because I can feel
Yeah.
myself that there are a lot of things that still need to explore. I'll go and
Yeah.
learn also, but after that, we'll definitely reach out to you if you have any question. Now, this is
Yeah.
the time for our Blazer Brew rapid fire round, and I don't think so. I need to explain the rules, right? You have to quick.
Yeah.
It's like rapidly you have to answer. Okay, so are you ready for that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
One word for the future of banking.
Uh,
Quick, quick, quick.
Fantastic.
Okay. Branch visit or
It's
mobile banking?
mobile, 100% mobile.
Of course. One
I can
feature.
see there. I just wanted to give one thought.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know,
please.
there should be a concept. You know, the cloud kitchen concept.
Of course.
So there should be a cloud banking concept should come. This is my thinking.
And
You
what
don't need a
exactly it
physical.
is?
You don't need a
Never.
physical branch to. Yeah, everything is on system, but that is quite risky.
Yeah, I wish. Even for the visa, we require the bank statement, and that require a seal and sign from the bank
Yeah,
itself. That is painful. Is there any way
yeah,
that we can reduce that system that will be also helpful the person like me, because banks are closed the time when my working hours are over, and when I started the bank has
yeah,
not started, so that's very painful for me. All right. All right, we can
yeah,
discuss it also, we can do bank bitching later.
yeah.
Okay, so one feature every bank must improve immediately.
Transaction dispute, because if customers' money is deduct, they won't return. If falsely deduct, it should be returned immediately, not after 2 or 3 days.
So probably they have any process for when the transaction is happen and the return process is happening. Is there
Process
any?
is very lengthy right now. Process is very lengthy. It can be reduced very easily.
Oh, is it?
That's why you have to buy
Okay.
the financial services cloud.
Of course. If you run a bank for one day, Abhishek, right?
Yeah.
What will you change?
What I will change? It's just one day, right?
Just
Mm,
one day, and then no, but you don't have to disturb the system, right? You'll just like one day disturb the
yeah.
system and run away. No, not like that.
Uh, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I never thought to be a banker, you know. So I think I will change the how a bank representative communicate or creating relationship with their customers.
Okay. So what happened with your RM? Your RM never called you, or what?
I never call my RM. RM never call me.
That's kind of a mute communication, like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people like
It's
this is kind
mutual
of relation
understanding.
mutual understanding.
Yeah,
Of course, of
yeah.
course.
Might
All
be that
right.
guy know I'm core into FSC. That's why he's
So
not
he's
reaching out.
saying that okay, you know all the process, Abhishek.
Yeah,
What should I do if I'll call you? You'll just come. You'll just help me to understand. But RM can get more help from you, now, because you are
yeah,
working as an FSC. All right, all
yeah.
right. Coffee first or email first?
Email first, because based on the intensity of email, I decide the quantity of my coffee.
Oh, okay, that's very nice, very nice. So, Abhishek, you are not just grown your career, but you also help others grow with you,
Yeah.
because you are a true community leader, right? So many people understand, the different products. So how do you feel it like being a community leader, right? And community is helping others to understand the different product of the Salesforce, the different niche, because you are spreading the awareness. You are the face, right? Who is also
Mm.
helping and telling people that this is how you can shape your career. So, how the community is helping people to understand, okay, you can choose this niche skill, this is the different product, and awareness about the different product and the vertical.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, see, right now, I'm going to be very honest on this part, because everyone is right now focusing on the agent force. Every event, everyone is focusing on agent force. They are not focusing on the products right now. But if you have noticed, like for last 2 years, I have been the only guy who is just focusing on the FSC, FSC, FSC. If I go to any event, I only speak about the FSC. Why? Because we have to create the awareness that this product can be adopted in India, and as a community leader, it's our responsibility also to give them the functional knowledge, not just about the agent force. Okay, there is
Exactly.
an industry leader who are very need to share their knowledge, but we have to reach out to them. The financial institution guy, right? They are very happy to share their functional knowledge, but as a community leader, I feel like we should get more content related to financial services to our community and share with others, and explain them in a very simple way. So you know what I search or do the chat gpt if I wanted to understand a concept, explain me this. Consider you are explaining this to a donkey.
Oh,
So we have to explain our content in a very simple way that a baby can also understand that. And
of course.
this is everyone's job to, if you know not about financial services cloud, if you know a good product, come forward, share your knowledge with others so that other can help and learn from that.
So
This is the
nice.
last message I just wanted to give for the community.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. And yes, we need to understand the different product, vertical, and functionality, and understanding the niche skills is also important these days, right? Not just if
Yeah,
you're knowing the
yeah,
sales and service cloud, it's not sufficient. I think you have to decide that the expert and the specialization as well. So that's where there are a lot of product in the Salesforce, very good product itself that we need to spread the awareness as a leader. That's a very well
correct.
point to be taken. And that is a perfect note to wrap up today's brew. Thank you so much, Abhishek, for joining us and sharing such a meaningful insight with our audience, right? So let me see that I think, oh my god, we can see that a lot of comments are added here. Would you like to pick few, Abhishek?
Yeah, yeah, I'm just looking right
Okay,
now.
okay.
With the rise
Uh
of
huh.
FSC, what the
Okay, let me showcase something. In real world project, what are the biggest challenge while integrating MuleSoft with FSC?
Integrating the MuleSoft with the FSC is not going to be challenge because MuleSoft always give you the predefined connector and ready-made API which can be connected with the core banking system. The challenge will come when the other system which is not compatible for the integration. There is a system, they don't have the API, right? They have to create the API. You have to understand their data structure and how their data will come to MuleSoft and how you will map it to FSC, that is going to be problematic. And to solve that problem, you have to understand the data model of financial services cloud plus the data model of the other system. Then you can integrate with using the MuleSoft and transfer your data.
Yeah, and I think in the banking sector, as you mentioned initially, there are multiple boundary systems are also involved, and the Salesforce will play as a centric place. So definitely, MuleSoft is very much required to integrate.
Yeah,
And nowadays we have a data cloud. I think that can also resolve our
obviously.
problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can say one more, which is because it's very interesting. So, Prince want to understand as an FSC grow rapidly, what is the one harsh reality about their implementation in banking that is often hidden behind the hype?
Harsh reality, it's a tough question. Yeah, because like I am leading a financial service practice, how I can say this?
Just
Uh,
tell us anything which is
it's
not adopted yet.
Yeah, so harsh reality is, the way the AI features is being implementing right now. It is like we will change everything. Every processes will be like can be done in with. You just need to ask, but reality is that there's a behind the process which bank does not want it to be disrupted. So that is the harsh reality. I can say that right now everyone is pushing into banking also for the AI, but we have to just enable them for the digital environment first, then enable for the AI.
Got it, got it. I'll just take one more. So, she want to know from your real experience, was the biggest challenge in the implementing the FSC, and how did you overcome it? You need to tell it.
Biggest challenge, everything is pre-built here, OmniScript, till integration procedure, everything now they are offering the pre-built integrations also. The problem is with the debugging. Whenever you start working on any user story and you understand the requirement and there is a set of customization, at the point you have to first understand what has been pre-built, how it was working. Then that is the major problem, because if you can, it is very easy to write on the blank paper, but it is very tough to read, erase something and write again. So
Yeah.
that is the major problem when you are trying to rework or re-engineering some other
Mm-hmm.
work already has been done. So that is the tough that you have to update some Omni script which are people. It's tough.
Re-architecting is definitely you have
Actually,
to
actually,
brainstorm
it's
a
a tough.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Abhishek. And to everyone watching, remember this industry evolves when experience evolves, right? And the future belongs to those who are ready to adopt early, right? So this is also not late. You can start learning Financial Service Cloud, and you know who to reach out to if you are facing any issue. This is Ankita Thamgia, your host, signing off from the Blazer booth. Till we meet again, the same place, same stories. Till the time, refreshing story, changing minds. Right? This is my hashtag. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank